Good morning, America. Thursday morning. On this day, 19-something was it, Bill Clinton was impeached. And just last night, on December 18th, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, was impeached. He's the impeached president now. Oh, and you're angry. And we're going to talk about how to channel that anger in a minute. Hey, you have every right. You have every right to be angry this morning in America. And you are. Social media says you're angry. I went through there, checked it out, made a list, checked it twice, found out who's naughty and nice. Hey, I'm your host, BKP. If you want to be part of the show, that's our phone number, 706-889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com. And there's all the social media ways you can follow the show. And really quick, now there's an article. There's an article that came out in Reuters, and we'll get right into the impeachment. We'll jump right into the impeachment. But there's an article that came out yesterday in Reuters. And remember, I told you that the Reuters wrote an article of the top 4 counties they researched that they feel will be determining factors in the bid for Trump's reelection. And one is Northampton County, Pennsylvania, which I am able to keep up with. Now, my brother Jerry, who is the let's see, he's in the article, and he is the chairman of a precinct of the Republican Committee in Northampton. He is in a new Reuters article this morning, and he's going to join us about the impeachment and the election in that area of the country at 8:30. Do you have 52? This is the picture in the Reuters. If you have it in, this is the picture in the Reuters article. That's my brother Jerry. The Reuters comes to the office. Now, don't take this wrong, but there's a very nice office there. It's very nice. It's got plenty of room. Got a place to sit down at a conference table. Reuters calls up and says, "Hey, we want to come out and interview you." He goes to the warehouse by the forklift, gets a cup of coffee, and he is, I swear to God, when you hear, he is just Jerry. You want to talk to me? I'm going to be in the warehouse. So there he is. He'll be on at 8:30. I love it. I can't wait to get him on here. So that's the picture. Let's use that one for when he's on the phone. Okay, Sam? Anyhow, so impeachment, and let's go here really quick. These are the vote counts last night. Here's what they really enjoyed, okay? They really enjoyed the split screen. I have it here. Last night, this is what they wanted. They wanted to make sure, and it says right here, number 36, Sam. They wanted at 8:34 p.m. They love this, okay? Now, the media has gotten the talking points from Nancy. Nancy has put out, she wore black last night. They're all wearing black. The media has been told not to cheer. The Democrats have been told not to cheer. Nancy gave them the "don't you move in church" look. You know, we'll pull that up. I've got that. But the Democrats were ready to explode and erupt in cheers. And Nancy warned them, and she gave them the "don't you move, you're in church" look. Don't you dare. She has sent out talking points to all the media, like they won't listen, to direct them no gleeful. It's a sad day. It's a somber day. It's something they never wanted to do. Every single network you will tune into, even Fox. Now, Fox won't run it over the top with it, but every single network will report that Democrats did not want to do this. Now, CNN and MSNBC will report it that they know for a fact Democrats didn't want to do this, in which we all know that. But that's what they wanted. 834, they wanted the split screen. And I told you when they went to NATO in their press conference, remember the press conference that Trump canceled at NATO and just came home? They wanted the split screen that day. They wanted Trump embarrassed on the world stage, okay? All right? Embarrassed on the world stage while they were having the impeachment hearings. So last night they got what they wanted. President Trump was in Michigan to a packed house. I think it was 17 degrees. People were waiting in line early yesterday to get in there. A packed house in Michigan. Happened to be in Justin Amash, is that his name? His district, that went independent, and he is the one vote we'll talk about in a minute. But that's what they wanted. They wanted the split screen. Now, we're going to play this in full later this morning, okay? We're going to play it in full. Where is it at? I had it just a minute ago. We had the split screen, and here he is, number 51, right? Number 51. This is our congressman. So if you're anywhere around the world or the United States and you're in Pennsylvania this morning, wherever you may be, California, or a couple viewers out there, not all is lost in California. I know what you think, but let's just say there's hope this morning. That's our congressman. He is the congressman from the 9th Congressional District of Georgia. We are proud of him. His name is Doug Collins, Republican. And he is the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, and he ran the floor yesterday for Republicans and did an outstanding job, okay? So last night, boom, all right? He went to preaching. I got nervous. We're going to play the whole entire 5 minutes. It's worth it, okay? Not right there. Well, we are, okay? I got nervous. He went to preaching. I thought there was going to be an altar call. Because damn, them Democrats need to find some religion. I thought Doug was going to invite them to the altar because they could have went up front. I'm serious. When Doug gets rolling, Congressman Collins, I am so sorry. When Congressman Collins gets rolling like that, all right, it's almost like, you know, you're late for church. You remember, you're late for church, it's packed, and the usher takes you to the front row, the front pew, and you're like, no, hell, this ain't going to work. I can't sit up front. And then a guy like Congressman Doug Collins comes out and he's the preacher. Hell no. I can't sit. And he's preaching it, and he did last night. Way to go. I can't stay on it too long. Congressman Collins knocked it out of the park yesterday. We're going to play that. But remember what Congressman Collins said. One of my favorite lines. There's so many. But you remember he said this all started. Well, last night when we played the video, he said, you know what? President's going to be impeached. I don't have the quote. But you know what he's going to do? He's going to get up in the morning and he's going to work for the American people. He's going to put Americans first. He's going to do everything he can for the American people. It's not going to change this guy. But you remember when he said it all started with tears in Brooklyn? I think I marked that video number 1, Sam. If you'll run that one, I appreciate it. Sam, do you have the one that's election night coverage from CNN? Do you have that one also? Yeah. Let's play that one.
First and foremost, it's finally here.
Going into this night, where do we stand?
This is where we stood coming into the night. 268 to 204, so clearly an advantage for Secretary Clinton.
Take a look here. If Donald Trump wins tonight, no matter who they voted for, take a look at these numbers here. 21% say they'll be concerned. 37% say they'll be scared.
This is what both candidates want. They want to be living there starting January 20th of next year. Florida been going back and forth. Just changed again. It's only 11,000 vote lead. Just now it changed.
Math on your feet. I like this.
The Empire State Building in New York City. Take a look at our running tally, the electoral vote. Anderson, this night is turning out to be a real nail-biter.
All along, the Trump campaign has been saying that Florida's a must-win for them. And I mean,
they can't win without it.
Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida.
You know, I'm guessing that the people in Brooklyn, I can see their fingers
That's
probably.
the Hillary Clinton headquarters.
Yeah, fingers probably bleeding because there's no more nail to bite.
I wouldn't call anything encouraging for Hillary Clinton at the moment, to be honest with you, my friend.
Wolf, the scene here is so different than it was a few hours ago when people were happy and relaxed. I have been looking around the room at people who are stone-faced. Some of them have been crying.
This was a white lash against a changing country. It was a white lash against a black president.
This is the people rising up saying it's time to listen to us. It's time to listen to us in Michigan and Wisconsin and work for the people.
Hillary Clinton has called Donald Trump to concede the race.
White lash, baby. It was a white lash kind of night. I have to tell you, tears in Brooklyn, white lash. Now, we did not have time to dig up the MSNBC and Chuck Todd. That would have been fun, and ABC and the crying and Rachel Maddow and everybody going like this. Holy crap. We didn't go into those. But yes, white lash. Now, 37, they had polling numbers that 37%, even before the election was finished and Trump was the winner, are scared. Well, let me tell you something to that 30% that were scared that night. You better be in fear. Yes, because Trump and Trump supporters, Republicans, Democrats alike, Trump supporters, if you think the 37% that you were scared that night, you better get ready, because we are well on our way. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. And concerned. What was 21% concerned that night? Well, let me tell you what should concern you and what should make you scared. Very scared. Boo. As Trump supporters were on our way. They are angry, and for good reason. And we're going to talk about how to channel that anger. Yes, a duly elected, we know it was a scam. Now, Nancy Pelosi, okay, we're going to try to push this up right to the last minute here. Oh, by the way, number one, John Dingell could be in hell. I love it. Trump says he's looking down, or he could be looking up. And they're going berserk this morning because let me tell you something. Bada bing, bada boom. There's heaven and hell. And, you know, some people believe there's a place for those that, well, we don't know all the details. We don't. We're not going to get personal. We're not going to get personal. Longest serving member of Congress, we'll talk about that a little later, John Dingell, ever, 50 some years or whatever. He was everything. Everything is a big word. Everything means there's nothing left to the imagination, nothing left to look up. He was every single thing that is wrong with Washington, D.C. is John Dingell. corrupt as hell, from Michigan, stole from the people of Michigan for years, became a multi-millionaire and never did nothing but, then gave it to his 27-year junior wife, Debbie Dingell, who is so sad that she's going on with life and John is gone. And Trump said, hey, I don't know, I wasn't there. He could be in heaven, could have went to hell. He could be looking up. You gotta love it, because somebody's got to be in hell. Who knows? It may be John Dingell. Oh, they are nuts this morning. I watched all the networks. I will talk to you. Here, give me number 32 real quick. Don't you want to see, let's just say some things. Don't you want to see Louis Gohmert, like, kick Jerry Nadler's ass? Don't you want to see it? I mean, the hell with all these 5-minute speeches. I think we should have ding, ding, put a ring in the middle, and let a couple guys that want to swing each other go for it. Let them do it. What the hell? Gohmert almost comes out of his seat and goes to beat Nadler's ass. And I tell you what, we need ratings. You need ratings, right? Disgust. I was getting text messages. This is why we need term limits. What a waste of the American people's tax money. Yes, Nadler gets up. Speeches on the House floor get heated with accusations of Russia propaganda. No. There's no propaganda there, right? No, not with. Oh, Louis almost takes. Let me see. Give me number 33 real quick. Louis goes for. He goes for. I want it. All right, I'm done with it. I won't say it anymore. That's probably not going to happen. I would really wish that last night just Louis Gohmert would have went across the aisle. This is one time I wish he would have reached across the aisle, but maybe with a right hook to Nadler's fat head. Now that's uncalled for. That's my conscience talking to me. My conscience to be my guide, but damn it, it's not. Oh, hell. But I'm serious. This is one time you want to see some across. Wouldn't you have loved it right down the center aisle if it had broke out and somebody would just start beating the hell out of Adam Schiff? I know people are going to say, oh, your show's so violent, but come on. I mean, that's the joke that this thing is. Here's number 34, all right? What if he had took a right hook, right? Nadler, all right? So anyhow, Russian propaganda. Here's the other guy I want to bring up. There's so many things this morning we got to talk about, all right? Where's it at? Okay, give me number 15. You know, they are laughing. I told you this shit. They are out and out just laughing at us. They are laughing at us. GOP lawmakers offer dramatic comparisons to Trump impeachment. This is the Congressman Barry Loudermilk. And he's a congressman down in Cherokee County, and I don't want to get it mixed up. It's not, is it the 7th? Doug is the 9th. Is he the 7th or 8th? But anyhow, I forget which district it is, but he is a Georgia congressman. And he talked about Pontius Pilate actually giving Jesus a chance to defend himself, okay? And I don't want to mess up the story. You know, somebody will send me a text message. I got it all wrong. But Loudermilk, Barry Loudermilk talks about that. He talks about, you know, Donald Trump wasn't even given the same opportunity of a trial that even Jesus got, all right? They are making fun of Barry Loudermilk, another one of our Georgia congressmen. What's his name? Drew Ferguson, Congressman Drew Ferguson. I loved what he said on the floor. He said, we gave, and I can't do it, I'm just going to go like this, but we gave the swamp the political middle finger. And he did an awesome job yesterday, Drew Ferguson. So I don't want to get too far down in the weeds. Number 50, okay, on agreeing to Article 2 of the resolution, okay, H.R. 755, Democrats 228, 3 nays, 1 present, 1 not voting. Okay? Republicans 195. Independents 1, Justin Amash, their hero. Okay? That's Article 2 yesterday. Now, as of Article 1, which I can't see the picture that has it, and I'll find it here in just a second. Let's go with 41. As to Article 1 of the resolution, 229 Democrats yay, 2 nays, a 195 Republican, and Justin Amash, the independent. Now, the present on both of them are the Democrat candidate for president, Tulsi Gabbard. Is that her name? She is the non-committed one. Now, tonight, all right, we're getting ready to come up on a break, but tonight, a couple things we want to talk about this morning so you get a chance to get the word out. Tonight will be the Democrats' debate. I know I could have sworn I had a picture of all of those people. There it is, number 43. Okay. Here's number 43. All right. Amy Klobuchar, Tom Steyer, which impeached the president. He put millions. This guy, Tom Steyer, put millions of dollars back in the impeachment. Now, he said he wasn't going to run for office. Now, there's a couple things I want to point out here. Because he said he wasn't going to, that's the guy in the center, Tom Steyer, run for office if he could find a candidate that, embodied his beliefs and the direction he wanted to see things going. But obviously, out of 21, he couldn't find a liberal whack job crazy enough to follow what he wants to do. He's a multimillionaire. Billionaire. Sorry, he's a billionaire, this guy is, right? He's in the middle. He's met all the qualifications to be on the stage. Deval Patrick's not on there. In fact, is he still a candidate? Now, I thought Deval Patrick was in it and Barack would get behind him. But is Deval still a candidate? And then where is Bloomberg? Well, he's just going to self-fund him, do self-funding campaigning, so he doesn't need to be on there, right? And then you have Yang, Bernie, the boy that would be King, Pete Buttigieg, Elizabeth Warren, and then you have Plugs Joe Biden up there in the top corner. 2020 Democrat debate tonight. They have whittled it down. Now keep this in mind. The media, the same corrupt media, Democrats, listen to me. If I have one damn Democrat watching this morning, listen, don't get mad at me. Why would you be angry at me? I'm not CNN. I'm not NBC, CBS, ABC, all the, but I'm not the one that whittled your choice of candidates down to those 7. Do you realize all of the phony, fake, corroborated, they all got together and set all these demands that had to be met to get on the debate stage, and you do realize that all of the media outlets picked those candidates. Maybe that's why they did not want to send, now keep this in mind, maybe that's why they did not want to let Fox News host a debate, because maybe Fox News would not work within the parameters, and Fox might say anybody that says they want to run can be on the stage. I don't know. But they pushed Fox out of the way just so they can narrow it down to these candidates. That's tonight. And Yang is the only minority, and then you have what's his name? Cory Booker still yelling, "Hey, I'm the black guy." So tonight they will all get a chance to address impeachment, and we have their statement. Let me see what else I have here this morning. I love it. Maloney, is that her name? Carol Maloney? Okay. You know, she voted for impeachment, right? Number 24. Trump, the Democrat congresswoman who accepted his campaign donations and then voted to impeach. Give me back the damn money. I loved it last night. Is that Carol Mahoney? She is a congresswoman from Manhattan, all right? She followed Donald Trump around. All these Democrats. Donald Trump said last night, the president said, hey, I was in New York, man. They're all Democrats. What do you want me to do, right? So he followed her around. He followed her around and said, okay, that, hey, give me back the damn money after you vote to impeach. Now, I'm going to take a break. We're going to get, this is good. You're going to enjoy this, all right? This is my brother Jerry. Give up number 52. He did yesterday an interview with Reuters, okay? He's going to talk about how he feels on impeachment. Now, when he goes to Yankee Stadium, most people take their glove. When this guy on the screen goes to Yankee Stadium to see the Yankees, most people take their glove. Not him. Not this crazy-ass guy, number 9. No, he takes his Trump Pence, and he's at Yankee Stadium, folks, number 8. There he is, showing the crowd. He don't care. Number 6. I'm telling you, he's going to be with us in just a minute. But let me tell you something, all right? Let me say something. Congressman Collins yesterday on the floor of the Senate, number 51. This is the kind of guy that fights for Americans, because number 7, this is Congressman Collins leaning over, and my dad's 80 years old. This is my dad, and he's got his oxygen on, and this is Congressman Collins leaning in, shaking his hand here about 3 months ago at a meeting and taking the time to hear what he had to say. I tell you what, I like my congressman. You are angry out there. You have to channel your anger, so it might be time for something like this, number 11. We're going to talk about it. There you go. Right? It may be time for that. Get off your ass and let's get to Capitol Hill, folks, because it's time for another one of those million people to show up in D.C. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
Ace
Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright. And during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge, like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Day Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Day Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Our guest this morning, Jerry Pritchard, is in Northampton County, Pennsylvania. Before we get him on the line, I told you, I brought to you several months ago that Reuters did a very in-depth story and named Northampton County one of the 4 counties that is pivotal and key to Donald Trump's reelection in 2020, and they are continuing that series. And yesterday, Reuters came up, and our guest here is one of the people they interviewed. And hey, Jerry, how you doing today?
Good morning. How are you, buddy?
So they come up and interview you yesterday. First of all, give me your take on the impeachment last night.
My take on the impeachment. Well, you know what? This is what I told Reuters. Which impeachment? The one in 15, 16, 17? I mean, which impeachment? Ever since Donald Trump got on Fox and Friends and said he thought about running? It's the one that's going to happen after they realize that the Senate shoots it down. There is no impeachment. It's paperwork. It's paperwork. It means nothing to the everyday get up, go to work. Well, I mean, really. I'll be honest with you. You guys have a congressman that he's awesome. He's what we want in this country. The things he states is what we're about. Is what's going to happen.
You're talking about Congressman Doug Collins.
Absolutely. 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 Look across the board. I mean, do you realize what Nancy Pelosi and all of them is about? It's really dangerous to the true American way. It really is. It's dangerous. I don't know what the people this morning wake up and they start right away. You'll get if anybody says, well, look what Trump done. Yeah, look what Trump done. He exposed something that's been going on for years in this country. You're exactly right. Look what Trump done. Started all the way back when the end of it was Reagan, when George Bush Sr. said the New World Order. Well, they can't. Trump came and got it out of order. Got it out of order. They're trying to put it back in order. Order is that they rule you by certain ways. They rule the American people. And Trump upset the order. Shuffled the deck. They can't stand it.
All right, so
shuffled the deck.
So you're in Northampton, Pennsylvania, and I know you're involved and help run your family construction company there. You spent a lot of time Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I mean, what do you hear from people when you're stopping and getting a cup of coffee in the morning and you're talking to some of your friends? What are some of the things you hear over in that area? Because I mean, I get accused all the time because I'm in a bubble. I mean, my county voted 82% for Donald Trump.
Okay.
Our congressman is Doug Collins. What are the things you hear?
And when I state what I hear, I ask. I don't care if I walk in. It won't matter. Immediately, I bring up the country. I don't care if it's the person at the Bagel Smith checking me out. It don't matter. So yesterday morning, I go in. You're gonna hear the party line of the left wing. You're definitely gonna hear. Well, look, Donald Trump got impeached. Well, you go to the guy that's putting the flooring down in the morning in the building I'm doing, and you ask him, Trump. Guy yesterday, what does he say to me? yesterday when I walk in, don't know him from a can of paint. He says, listen, I told my wife, because my wife was going on Trump, I said, I don't care how he acts. I know we're doing real well, and the country's doing well. So that's what I base it on. I could care less what these impeachments are. The guy's putting trim and flooring down in this building I'm doing, okay? That's right. That's what you hear. You go to the person at the counter, the young lady working the counter, Jewish lady, nice young lady. Hey, our bagelsmith is doing great. That's what you hear. Yeah, of course we like Trump.
Well, wait a minute, I got to ask you a question. How do you know it's a nice Jewish lady? How do you know she's Jewish?
Because, Brian, I've been going there for 40 years.
Okay.
Okay?
Joking.
I know exactly who they are. I know them real well. What's the thing they wear on the top of the head?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. They're very good, but they're pro-Trump. Then you'll go and you get the New York elite stuffed shirts. And they're like, it's not that they don't like the economy. They're already so wealthy where if the economy slows down, they're already okay. But that's few and far between. And what is so good about this whole country, they don't want nothing to do with the Elizabeth Warrens of the world. They scare them taking their money. So you got two sides here. You got that whole left-wing party that just drug Nancy Pelosi through this mud, or she allowed it. Okay? They don't want them. They don't understand. You're going to see Donald Trump win by a landslide of something if there isn't another. You got to understand, these are some dangerous people. I mean, they go behind closed doors and write up articles that don't. I mean, they're like criminal. They're a criminal enterprise.
I get it. They're dangerous people. And one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on is, we're geographically 900 miles away. So we don't see the day-to-day. And I know you crossed the bridge. And for those people that don't understand,
well, let me give you something to think about.
All right.
Think about, okay, white people, Hispanic people, African American people, Oriental people that every day are in this country. Okay. Now, if a person is getting up and going to work somewhere and the hustle and bustle and coming back and going down to that bank and deposit a paycheck, cashing a paycheck, check cash in place, or direct deposit, whatever way he does, he knows it. No matter what the TV tells him, he knows it. No matter what the skin color he wears, he knows it. No matter what, it don't matter. Now, how often, over a long period of time, the Justice Department been putting the African-American people away?
Yeah.
They've been putting them in jail, left and right. Now, all of a sudden, they're bad. Well, how do you think the African-American, if Trump plays this right, how are they going to turn on them too?
They were putting them in jail. Trump's putting them to work.
Yeah. Now they're going to say, wait a minute. You guys were the bad guys all along. It's really turned over to where the curtain's pulled and there's the bad guys. It's called the government. I'm not anti-government. Don't take me wrong. We need a government. We need a tax base. We need roads. We need protection. We need military. But we need to really, when he said drain the swamp, he's not kidding. Lord, he's got it dripping. He needs to turn the spigot on.
So you think the curtain's been drawn back and the people that did not see it in the past are exposed to it now and acknowledging it?
Brian, do you realize something? Listen up, people. We impeached the president based on a fraudulent document by the Justice Department, the KGB type style. It's where it all started. It started with a fake document. And we voted last night to impeach a guy. That's really kind of scary. You know, it started with a Russian collusion. And the Russians, what? You have the dictator, you have the parliament, and you have the KGB. That's called communism. We're no different right now. Do you realize that we just had a House of Representatives that had no say on one side? Other than that, just to sit there, they were told to shut up with the gavel going down, down, down. Yeah, they did talk. But as far as any power of a say, they were just shut down. And now Nancy Pelosi can't move it to the Senate because you got to understand, they want to operate like a parliament. They do not want to operate like a republic.
Right.
Absolutely not. So she don't know what to do because now, okay, ding dong, you got what you set out to do. But now you got to move it on to what our government's set up to be. You got to move it to the Senate. Why is she moving it to the Senate? Because these people have no plan on being a republic government. They're not. They're absolutely not. You look at what Barack Obama did. He came into office in his first term and he weaponized the IRS. Lois Lerner, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Then he got down to Benghazi. Who was out there? Who? The CIA. Burned their own people alive. Allowed it to happen. They knew that was going to go down. They knew you can't send a handful of people. They just seen a whole nation uprise against Gaddafi. They sent a handful of ambassadors with the CIA. Then on the way out the door, the FBI. Don't people understand that is what you call dictator, parliament, KGB style government, if there ever was one.
IRS, CIA, FBI.
Absolutely. Every branch. He used them to destroy we the people, to go after them. And Trump's got it so shuffled out. Keep doing what you're doing, Trump. This ain't about Democrat, Republican. And you know, it's really, 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 they don't realize that. But do you realize that what I just named you really was used against the American people that did not agree with them? Could you imagine Trump sending that? You imagine Trump right now doing those kind of things. You just imagine. That really went on. If she came to the door with the IRS, Lois Lerner. Went down to Benghazi, those people burned alive, CIA. And on the way out the door, the FBI. What's left?
All right, well, let me ask you, not change the subject because that's the subject this morning, but Reuters yesterday, the article, folks, few minds changed, but political passions roused as Trump formally impeached. Jerry, you're quoted in this article. There's one from Phoenix, and the reason, like I said, there's someone from Phoenix they went to, and that is Maricopa County, right? Phoenix is.
Is that the sheriff out there?
Yeah, Maricopa County. There's 4 counties in the United States, and Northampton being one, and they came and found you, and I bet that lady left saying hell. So what was that interview like? Why did they come and what did you do yesterday in that interview, and why did they come talk to you?
Well, I gave her the whole landscape of it. Well, they had called Lee, and Lee told him, "Oh, I got something better yet. Here, I'll turn you on to my brother here." So when she got to the office yesterday, I says, "Listen, let's do this in the warehouse. We're blue collar people. Let's go. We don't need to do this in a conference room. Let's go." I said, "Hey, it's."
So you didn't go in the conference room. You went in the warehouse.
Behind me is the way we make a living. All right. I said, so let's do it out here. She's out there and she was okay. You know what? I can't. She was only doing her job. But boy, when I gave her an earful and she says to me, "You know, I would never hear these kind of conversations in Manhattan." I said, "You're not in Manhattan. You're in Pennsville, Pennsylvania."
So she came out from New York?
Yeah, she's born and raised in Manhattan. She goes, "I would never hear these conversations in Manhattan." I said, "You're not in Manhattan. You're in Pennsville, Pennsylvania, in a warehouse. Okay? You're not in Manhattan." I says, she laughed. I says, "Listen." I says, "Did you think it's nice out here?" She said, "Oh, yeah, I think this is pretty Pennsylvania country." I said, "Okay. You ever been out here?" She said, "No." I said, "I've been to Manhattan. I go to dinner, go to Yankee games in the Bronx." I said, "I've been all through New York." I said, "New York's great. This warehouse is great. The beach at Siesta Key, Florida is great. The mountains of North Georgia and North Carolina are great. The Grand Canyon is great." I said, "That's why we have an electoral college, because every one of us deserve this country. We're all part of it. Not just Manhattan, not just Los Angeles, not just San Francisco, not just Houston. No, not just Atlanta." I said, "This whole country is made up of all of us. And you happen to be one. You're from Manhattan, and I'm standing here from where I'm from." She got it. I said, "That's why the Electoral College Board stands. Right here."
All right.
I said, because... Anyway, and I told her, I says, "Do you realize?" I said, do you realize?" I started about our voting machines. I says, "Listen," she asked me what I think of 2020. I said, "Donald Trump wins hands down. Okay? If he don't, I said, the test run was right here in this county. I said, it's one of the counties that they tested the machines in.
Just a minute. I don't want to stop. I don't want to interrupt you, but folks, for those of you that are new to the show, Pennsylvania, you can Google the articles, had a major disaster in their last election with the new voting machines, and it's a disaster, and it may be a setup to cost Trump the election. But anyhow, Jerry, go on.
Well, let me tell you something.
I wanted to talk about the voting machines. I wanted to get there.
Okay. If you will look at where elections always have been fraudulently held, Chicago, Philadelphia, okay, they have. They're known all the way back to Mayor Daley, right? Our machines, now follow me here. If you're a lobbyist and you for Boeing, yeah, you want to get that government contract to build the next presidential plane, or you want to get a fleet of planes out there. I understand that. Okay, and you're Lockheed Martin, you want to get that fighter jet, I can understand that. Or you're pharmaceutical, you want to get something on the FDA, okay? You want to get that, you want get your medicine out there. But when you are a voting machine maker and you're lobbying the city of Philadelphia councilman with money, that to me is more or less like buying a vote. When $400 and some thousand changed hands in the city of Philadelphia, okay, now we end up with them same machines. From that, they see different people got different ones, but we got the same ones that come out of Philadelphia.
Right.
Okay, a lobbyist for the ESAS machine company lobbied the councilman in the city of Philadelphia to put the machines down there. So they voted, literally the city of Philadelphia voted with the same machines we voted, but there was $420,000 exchange hands. Now you exchange that kind of money, that guy wants something.
You gotta want something.
He don't want a pack of chewing gum, I can tell you that. He didn't do it for the bus ticket home. No, they wanted something. Now, all of a sudden these machines go down up here. Yeah, $420,000 worth went down. They went down all right. They were paid to go down. I don't care. They can call me any nuts they want. But when you exchange that kind of money, that's called business. Something went into there. They
Quid
come
pro
up here.
quo.
But whatever you call it, it was quick already. It got me. It was so quick. It got me. It was a quid pro quo. It went into machines. And then nobody. Well, we're gonna fix it. I ran in an election. They said, well, we're gonna get the glitches out by 2020. I said, hold on. That's the problem. We are a republic. Me as a candidate is equivalent to a candidate of anybody. You're called a candidate. I mean, we go across the world to spread democracy. It went on right there. Those machines were lobbied for with big money to put into our state, which it's funny. Why didn't Philadelphia move them out to Erie somewhere? They moved them right to what? The focal point, Northampton County.
Right, exactly. The county,
right here.
they moved the machines that they have a problem with to one of the counties that is being written up as one of the key counties for Trump's reelection.
Right. Our Attorney General, who do you go tell? Our Attorney General is a corrupt down there, and he's a Philadelphia corruption. No doubt about it. Who are you going to tell?
Who you going to tell?
Who you going to tell? You going to tell Comey? Who you going to tell? Bill Barr, he's so trying to figure out what it is moving so fast, the corruption, that who do you go to? And I think the world of Donald Trump. But I'm gonna tell you what, after this fake impeachment, everything's fake, and they're right. Once this blows over, he better get on a machine topic. Or you know what? His dumb, you know what's going to lose. Yes, it is. They didn't say it like, wow, they think like the RNC thinks we're nuts. No. Yeah, you were nuts, all right. You thought they were nuts when Comey was pulling that crap with the FISA courts. I bet if somebody would have told you in 2015 that Comey and them was making up that dossier was going to be fake and they were going to deliver it to the FISA courts, that's that paranoid right-wing bunch out there on the Freedom Farm. Well,
Right.
guess what? The cows come home.
All right, listen. I got some quick questions I want to ask you, and I want to get real direct. Do you think, one, Trump can win Northampton County once again? And two, do you think he can win Pennsylvania? I know it's 11 months out, but how do you feel about his possibility of re-election in your area?
How do I feel about it? Okay. If people, okay, it's almost like playing in a league. You won the first game, but you got a long way to go to the championship. Well, they won already. This, believe it or not, this is not good for the country, because the impeachment just set a precedent where, listen, I told this girl yesterday, I said, why didn't we impeach Barack Obama over Fast and Furious? I said, American guns killed American U.S. border agents. Killed them. Okay, what about Benghazi? I said, we told lies. I said, all this, why? But we didn't. I said, the Republicans held that house down there and didn't impeach the man, because that's not a precedent you want to set in this country. Okay? I said, well, now the horses are out of the barn. It's going to go on. Believe it or not, it's almost like it was destined from God to happen, to fire us back up, to realize, wait a minute, these people are bad. They're bad people. We better get out there. That's what happened in 18. That's what happened in 18. People said that, hey, we won, Trump won. And they forgot, wait a minute, that's the first leg of this journey. We got a long way to go. So this has fired them back up. They'll be back out. The only thing that worries me, I'll go back to that machine. Don't paranoid me. It worries me. Because ain't nobody picked on how really it was almost like a targeted. It was almost like shooting at a target to see if it'd stick. And it stuck.
If the voting machine is correct, I mean, I understand what you're
Trump
saying.
wins. Trump wins.
Trump wins?
Yeah, because it's just fired up the people. Because you got to understand.
No, Trump win. You think that Trump wins in your area?
Well, absolutely. Hands down. Yes, I really do. I think Trump wins in my area. I think there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
Your congresswoman voted for impeachment last night. Talk about that.
Oh, absolutely. Sure she did. Oh, listen, when I called her up, I said, you'll be gone and he'll be in Washington.
What's her name?
Susan Wild.
Susan Wild, right? Congresswoman Susan Wild. You called the office and told him what?
I said, you'll be gone and he'll be in Washington. I said, you'll be gone. I said, if the Republicans will put up a candidate that will march in the beat of Donald Trump, you'll be gone. You'll be gone.
Do you have a candidate in that district yet?
We have candidates now. And my personal vetting process, they got a long way to go.
Your personal vetting process, okay.
They got a long way to go. They got a long way to go. Because, listen, I said this to the last candidate we had. I almost feel like I'd like to go back to him, Marty. I got a friend here, Paul. We told Marty many times, get your flyers with Trump on it. Trump, pound Trump. You know, wow, he's not polling real high about now. That's the media. They're the same ones that just drived up everything. And he lost. Now he says to Lee not long ago, or a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, I kind of wish I'd listened to your brother, man. Well, then we go back down the road of, because we have a couple candidates, and they're like, you know, yeah, we like Trump, but that's about it. They'll tell you that in the grocery store or something. But wait, you got to shout it from the rooftop or you're done. If we don't get that, because it's all going to be about Trump going into this election. You better be on his coattail if you're going to go in, because this impeachment just set the Trump people up. You got to understand something. These people love to march. They love to put on pink and rainbows, and they love to go marching. It's nice. It's nothing like put that umbrella up, and even when it ain't raining, and who knows, and they go marching. Okay, they will. They got nothing better to do. Go marching or go to the library and read. Read how to march the next time. I don't know, but that's what they're going to do. But the silent majority goes to them stadiums. The silent majority fills them stadiums.
Yeah, last night in
Michigan. They fill them stadiums.
I mean, it was packed. I mean, the guy's being impeached, and he goes to Michigan, and it was packed.
You think I'm really going to hustle home from work to run down the city of Bethlehem and see a dude with an umbrella up in a sunny day? Lord, no. I ain't going down there. All right? So we're not going to do that. Look at those stadiums. Them are your silent majority. They're going to come to vote. Half of those people down there, hey, there's a party tonight, everybody's marching. They don't even want to vote.
Listen, I want to close up just two more quick things. You know, I read an article the other day, and I thought it was interesting because, you know, we've been in construction our whole entire lives, and I read an article the other day that the top 20 wealthiest communities, and I think Short Hills made number 4 in the United States. And Short Hills, New Jersey, and I was thinking about that number 4 and how many days I sat down there half a day waiting to pick up a check. What do you think the Jewish vote? And I want to go there in New Jersey. I know because I don't think people on the line this morning will clearly understand how many years we worked for Jewish customers and continue to. What do you think is going on really with the Jewish vote? Do you think they like
That's
Trump
very
this
hard
time?
to tell. That's very hard to tell because here's what's happened. Okay, that's very hard to tell. I think you're going to have your staunch liberal, Jewish vote compassion. Just remember though, if you go after their money, you got problems. You got problems. Don't go after their money. They don't mind if you do whatever on the social front, they don't mind that. But then you go after their money, you got problems. So I think the market, the unemployment, making this good chunk of change, not like they don't already have lots of wealth, which I applaud them for it, because it trickles down. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to do work for them. And it will always trickle down, no matter what. People, it's the way it goes. But I think you're going to have more numbers. Not they don't like Trump. You understand? But you're going to have the numbers go that way. Like, look at Mnuchin. He's a Jewish guy running half of them standing back there, Dershowitz and all. But you're going to see, they're Jewish. You're going to see those type of people that's going to go in there and say, you know what? Just look at what Jamie Dimon said when Trump announced he was running, right? Jamie Dimon is what? J.P. Morgan. He's the CEO. He said, man, he's going to do one of the two things. He's going to totally destroy the country, or he's going to, the economy, or he's going to send it through the roof. So what did he do 2 weeks ago? Jamie Dimon goes on, well, he sent it through the roof. They were like scared of him. Like, man, what's Donald going to do now? Well, they see this. So I think you're going to see a group of them. Now you're going to have your mid-level elites that are don't care. But you're going to see a group of them go with Trump. Not they like him. Because they got to understand, they know what they got right now. They know where the market's headed. They know Mnuchin's fighting back. Trump's fighting with China. First they were scared. They're like, okay, he's going to start a fight. I don't know if we're going to win it or lose it. Well, now they're sitting back thinking, wait a minute, we're winning it. And they're going to go with that.
All right.
Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. And I am of the opinion that it's more, to me, it's more, do you have a job and do you have, are you working and things of that nature. So I think myself that Trump's okay. Do you think after the impeachment he's okay and people could care less and he's going to, what about who is going to be the Democrat? I got to go, but I don't get a lot of time. Who's going to be the Democrat nominee?
Michelle Obama.
What the hell? You just knocked me out of my chair. You have lost your damn mind.
I know. I'm telling you. What did Barack Obama say last week? A woman would make a better leader than a man.
You still think Michelle will get in?
Brian, I think the whole Biden thing is only just begun. If politics plays a role in everything you do. And even as much as I like William Barr, if Barr comes back and he starts tying all this deep state, okay, and he does, and they can get this, they can get the Giuliani and all, they can get their true story out on the Bidens. Hey, this next year it's going to be all out to pull the card on everybody, whoever done anything. And I think the Bidens are going to be just, I mean, it's going to be hard for them to run from reality, Brian. It really is. It's going to be hard for them to run
Do you
from
think
reality.
Rudy has the goods?
Absolutely. I think that's what he went there for. I think he played a little bit over here with this guy in Ukraine, that guy. Yeah, hey, you go over here and you get in this business. But yes, I think they have total goods. I think they have the truth. I think what has been going on up there in that government is why they're all, except Trump. Trump never been in it. Funneling that money. See, always when you're going to funnel money, you funnel it through a corrupt country because they'll get it back to you.
Right.
Okay? They'll get it back to you. You can't funnel it to a straight-up country. They don't want it. You funnel it through corruption.
Right.
And it works its way back.
That's why they move
That's
the money through there. So let me
That's why
ask you,
they move the money through there.
the media is trying to make it look like Rudy's lost his mind and he's nuts and everything. You think Rudy still got it?
He's never lost his mind. You got to understand. What has he lost his mind? No. They are covering their, you know what. You got to understand. This stuff has worked through Ukraine. It's almost like okay. Atlanta has became the what? When you're flying, you change in Atlanta. It's the number one airport in the world, right?
Right. I got it.
Well, if you're laundering money, you change it in Ukraine.
Simple as that. If you're going to change planes, it's usually Atlanta. If
Atlanta.
you're going to funnel some corrupt money, it's through Ukraine, right?
Through Ukraine. Yep, absolutely.
And Rudy knows
Funnel
that he
it through
has the
Ukraine.
goods.
Absolutely.
Rudy has the goods.
And Rudy
Trump,
knew, like, wait a minute, that's where they've been changing planes.
Trump
Paying
said
loads of
Rudy's
money.
been a crime fighter for 50 years.
That's right. He has. He
It's-
has. He has. Let me tell you something. Oh, I also told the girl, I said, don't you understand? I said, listen, in the 80s, when Trump was building down there in Manhattan in the 70s and 80s, the Luciano family ran all the garbage trucks. So who was going to pick up his garbage? Who was going to get them dumpsters out of Fifth Avenue? She was young. I said, you ever go down to Trump Tower? She was born and raised there. I said, yeah. I said, how do you think you built? How did you get dumpsters out of there? I don't know. You paid the Lucianos a little extra.
You paid
Or
the
the stuff-
Lucianos a
or-
little
or-
extra, huh?
Or the stuff blew down Fifth Avenue, and Dinkins fined him. One of the two. Until Giuliani came in and said, wait, Luciano, you ain't getting no more of this from Trump. I said, don't you understand how it works? I said, you're 23 years old, but I'm schooling you. She goes, no, she said to me and left the warehouse, you taught me a lot, and I'm a reporter. I was born and raised in Manhattan.
So
I said,
if-
who do you think was picking up them 10 dumpsters is around that building that all the trash was blowing down the street, hitting a homeless man in the head with a bottle?
The Lucianos, right?
The Lucianos. So if you wanted their garbage trucks to come and pull them dumpsters out at 3:30 in the morning before the rush hour, you better have a little extra money or they going down to the other side of town, to the ports, pull them out.
All right, so
Anyway, you think I'm nuts.
I know, no, I'm good, I'm good.
It's
Rudy,
real.
Rudy has it. All right,
So
well,
Rudy comes along and says, hold on a minute.
all right,
We
well,
gotta
listen,
clean
I
some of
gotta,
this stuff.
I gotta say something, and we gotta close. Okay, so
Yeah, I do too.
wait a minute. I know you got to go to work. It's 9 o'clock, but in you know, being transparent, Jerry's my brother, and you know, I think about Christmas and this time of year, and I don't know if you remember it. I think you were just a little over 3 years old. There's a picture somewhere that I can't find of those two Huffy bicycles. One was red and one was green.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, hell yeah, I remember that.
How about it, huh?
Huh?
You remember that?
Yeah, I think I was 5, and I think you were just a little over 3. And that Christmas, I had a red Huffy bicycle. You had a green one.
Oh, and listen. Those were the good days, but they can still exist. That can exist. Hey, listen, it goes back to school systems too. Okay, I want to leave you with something to think about. Young people, and I love young people. I've coached sports. I think they will always be the next generation. People say, I don't know about this next generation. Believe in them. But now, you've got to change. You've got to get out in our local politics, and you've got to drain the swamp of your local politics. You have to, people. Or it's not going to change. Because these young people with this climate change has lost their mind. We have a pollution problem. Why? Because we have lazy young people that won't pick up the red Solo cup after the party. Okay? That's why. That's why we have a pollution problem. But if we will get out and get in our school systems, go to your school system. Stand up for what's right. Because if you don't, you get what you get. And you know who I blame? And I'm going to leave you with this. Churches. I leave here, Brian, going to church. I pass 4 churches, 1 school. 4's a greater number than 1. There's no way that school can do what it does if the 4 churches show up.
I got it. That's a
Goodbye.
good one. Later, buddy.
Goodbye.
Have a nice
Bye.
day. All right, folks. I'm going to go. I hope our conversation didn't get too much of our conversation. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to use that picture because the guy don't care. The lady comes out. She's 23 years old, born and raised in Manhattan. She works for Reuters, and she drives all the way out to Pennsylvania. And like he said, I told you before the interview, they've got a nice conference room inside. He could have took the lady inside the office at the conference room. No, it's bitter cold in the warehouse. You want to interview me? You're going to come out in the warehouse. This is where we make our living. I love it. Jerry on the line. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and I'm going to play the 5-minute clip from Doug Collins. And before we leave today, I want to talk about my Christmas present that I got yesterday, okay? I received a Christmas present yesterday I want to talk about before we close. And tomorrow we're at not Sycamore Crossing. We're at Circuit World at Blue Ridge. Take a break, Sam.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Days Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright. And during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge. Like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, I'm your host BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, yesterday, let's go to number 51, Doug Collins, Congressman Doug Collins. All right, and remember he said tears in Brooklyn. So let's play. He said this is what this started in tears in Brooklyn. So that's all I want to play is a tears in Brooklyn video. You have that one? All right, play that one again, all right? Okay, folks, we've got 45 minutes left in the show. This is 5 minutes long, but it's worth every minute. We can't play all the speeches, but because we are in Georgia and we are in the 9th District, Congressional District, I want to play yesterday's 5 minutes from Congressman Doug Collins. I want to play this, and then right after that, let's talk about channeling our anger and what we have to do next. Let's watch this. It's 5 minutes. It's worth it.
Madam Speaker, a few weeks ago, just off of this floor, I said that a dark cloud was descending upon this body. And today, because of the clock and the calendar, it is closing. It is amazing to me what I just heard from the majority leader, that Mr. Schiff and Mr. Nadler presented a compelling case for impeachment. If this is a compelling case for impeachment, I'm not sure why we're here right now. It is not anywhere close to compelling. But you know what is interesting is what I have heard today. The majority leader just spoke and said that if the president was given every opportunity to come prove his innocence. I tell you what, Madam Speaker, let me have just a few minutes, stop the clock, and let me go around to the press corps and to everybody here, and I'm going to accuse you of something. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Now prove it's wrong. You did it. Guess what? You don't want to, because deep down you know that that's turning the entire jurisprudence of this country upside down. You're not guilty until you're proven. You're innocent. And today from this floor, we have heard the majority leader say this president is guilty and not the other way around. He is innocent, and these come nowhere close to proving it. But what is left of this body? Let's have an honest conversation, Madam Speaker. What we have found over the past few weeks is it is okay for the majority to tear down a foreign leader because they can't make their case. They've called him a liar or weak or worse, or as it was called in the committee, even looked like a battered wife. It is below the dignity of this body and this majority to tear down a foreign leader because they can't make their case against this one. We have broken rules in this House, even to this moment. Chairman Schiff and the others have broken House Resolution 660 by not turning over the things that they should be turning over. I still have not got a transcript. We still don't know what we got, and the White House still has not got their stuff. I guess minority hearing rule days don't matter either. You see, there is a problem here, because we're going to vote this tonight while breaking the rules. What a shameful incident. But we also found in creative interpretation of minority rights. We saw the rise of partisanship because of the things that have been done even further. And we've even seen members smeared in reports by drive-by political hacks when they matched numbers of the majority or the ranking member and the members of the press. That ought to concern every one of you as much as it concerns every one of us. Nothing but a drive-by hit. But you know something? This majority leader also just said, wherever law ends, tyranny begins. But I will say this, in this House, wherever the rules are disregarded, chaos and mob rule actually begin, and the majority has taken that to a new level. It has been said today, where is bravery? I'll tell you where bravery is found and courage is found. It's found in this minority who has lived through the last year of nothing but rules being broken, people being put down, questions not being answered, and this majority say, be damned with anything else, we're going to impeach and do whatever we want to do. Why? Because we won an election. I guarantee you, one day you'll be back in the minority, and it ain't going to be that fun. Because when you look at it, when you actually trash the rules of this House, you ought to really look at what did you gain at the end by trashing the institution you claim to love. That's the things we found out so far. But you know, they're really careful of saying, oh, you want to deal in process and process. As I said last night in the Rules Committee where they didn't want to listen, I'll win on process and I will win on facts because we have the truth on our side. Let me remind you that here's what the process actually says. There was no pressure. Look at the call. President Zelensky, President Trump, no pressure. There was no conditionality. There was nothing done to get the aid, and the aid actually came. There were 5 meetings. But when you look at it right now, none of which matter, because right now the dark cloud is descending upon this House. And I am fearful, Madam Speaker. When I look out in that abyss, I don't know what I see, but I tell you what I do see. I see coming off a president who will put his head down even through this sham impeachment, and he will do his job. He will put the American people first. He will tell them that I care about you. He will still put the economy first, and he will make sure this country stands strong. That's what I see in this abyss. That's where we're going. And Madam Speaker, it is with that hope in the future that I recognize right now that I yield 1 minute to the Republican leader of this House, the Republican from California, Mr. McCarthy.
Hours yesterday, we don't have, hold on just a minute. All right, folks, we're going to take a brief break. We'll come back. We're going to discuss that. I was on the line trying to handle something else during the break. Congressman Collins, what do we do to channel our anger and where should it go? We'll discuss it right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Days Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright, and during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge, like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Hey folks, I'm your host, BKP. Hey, we're running a damn business here. We got things to do. Look, Pickens County Board of Education just called an emergency meeting. Give me number 12. The ultimatum yesterday, we understand from sources, is that Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carlton Wilson, was given an ultimatum yesterday. That's what we understand. To either resign or be terminated. An email went out this morning at 9 o'clock with a 1-hour notice that at 10 a.m. they're having an emergency meeting. What the hell constitutes your emergency, damn it? This is a good guy. It doesn't matter. I don't give a damn whatever the hell you say that he has done. He's a good guy. There's no damn emergency. Anyhow, all that being said, we're trying to set up to get down there. So fetch your news, get a picture, and ask questions. There you go. That's what I was doing earlier, if you must know. Now, we're pushing on 9:25. Anger. So let's go through the pictures, okay? Let's run through them, okay? Number 1, Trump said, maybe Dingle's in hell. I can't help it, all right? And here we go, number 4. Here's Dingle with his 27-year younger wife. There's Debbie mashed right between Clinton and Dingle. Interesting. Okay, here she is, number 5. Trump goes after enemies during Michigan rally, all right? Aimed vindictive comments at Representative Debbie Dingell, mocked her late husband. He may be in hell. 50 years he was there, okay? So anyhow, we're rolling right along here. And here is Mark Levin. I like this one, number 13. I just come across the great one. Mark Levin wanted to put it up. The president never asked a foreign government to interfere in our election. He never sought a quid pro quo. He didn't commit bribery. And there's not a shred of evidence, real witnesses, or documents that support any of these lies. You remember yesterday, all day long, nobody's above the law. I find it interesting that Democrats, the law only applies to Republicans, not them, and nobody's above the law but Democrats. And both articles of impeachment do not discuss any laws broken. Hell, no one's above the law. Here they are this morning, the duo that was so gleeful in their black this morning. They could not hide the smiles. Number 14, GOP lawmakers offer dramatic comparisons to Trump's impeachment. Okay. Here are the Detroit News, number 16, all around the nation, Trump impeached. Number 17, the San Francisco Chronicle, they took a minute and didn't step in the feces, the sh*** long enough to say president impeached. Philadelphia Inquirer, number 19, the president impeached. That's not 18. That's my fault. I got it. I can't call. I jumped the number. Trump impeached. Number 19. Now you got it. That's what I called for. The Daily News, Trump impeached. Number 20, they were loving it on MSNBC this morning. Trump impeached. Number 21, Trump impeached. 23, Trump to Democrat Congresswoman who accepted his campaign donations. What's her name? Mahoney? Congresswoman from Manhattan. And then voted to impeach. Give me my damn money back. Here she is. The woman that had one too many knives. I mean, nip, tuck, really? Woo, number 24. She's on the floor. She must impeach the president, man. Number 25. He goes after a dead World War II veteran. Trump goes after late Representative John Dingell. Maybe he looks up instead of down. He might have went to hell. I mean, Trump just gave him options. Number 26. Trump impeached for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. There's Nancy. Now, Nancy might not want to send the articles over to the Senate. She wants to pull the strings in the Senate, too, and tell Mitch McConnell, when you do what Senator piece of crap, what is that guy's name from New York? Schumer. When you do what he wants, I'll send him over. Not until then. Because, see, right now, President Donald Trump is the impeached President of the United States of America. Yes, he's impeached. Most Americans don't understand. They might think that he's packing. They might think, it might be water coolers. Well, he's impeached now. Does that give him 6 to 8 weeks to leave? Or is that like a 90-day notice and him and Melania will have to pack? A lot of Americans think he has to leave. It's not. It's got to go to the Senate. But as long as it's not in the Senate, he's the impeached president. Okay? He can't be that the House of Representatives impeached. He can't be to them the impeached president that the Senate acquitted. They can't. This is an interesting move she's making, because as long as he's impeached, he's impeached. But once it gets to the Senate, he may be acquitted of the charges. Interesting. Here's all the comments. Sanders, Bernie Sanders, number 27. Today is a sad but necessary. It's necessary. It's sad but necessary for America. The U.S. House has voted to impeach President Trump, and that is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Look up him and his wife and how damn corrupt they are in Vermont. Number 28, Joe. President Trump abused his power, violated his oath of office, and betrayed our nation. How many more times can you actually hear somebody say, our national security? Did you go to work? Our national security is at stake. What the hell? This is Ukraine. Just like Jury said, it's a hub. That's where you run the money through there. Rudy has the goods, the crime fighter. This is a solemn moment for our country. But in the United States of America, no one is above the law. Yeah, Joe! No one, damn it! Not even you. Tulsi Gabbard, she voted present, number 29. Read it. There you go. You had enough time. Move along. Elizabeth Warren, number 30. Donald Trump has abused our diplomatic relations and undermined our national security for his own personal political gain. By voting to impeach him, the House has taken an important step to hold him accountable. It's Ukraine. They are so damn friggin' corrupt. Diplomatic relations. All right, our national security. It's a money laundering scheme. Here is the boy that would be king, number 31. Today, it required Congress to defend the rule of law. There was no, you dumbasses, you total, complete morons, you imbeciles, okay? Both articles of impeachment, either one, constitutionally have a crime in there at all. So saying no one is above the rule of law over and over and over does not make it true. Oh no, that's what they believe and the media believes. Here's number 32. I just want to throw it out. Speeches on the House floor get heated with accusations of Russian propaganda. Would you not have loved to see Louis Gohmert cross the floor and punch number 34, Jerry Nadler, right in the damn head? I'm sorry. This is one time I wanted to see some reach across the aisle action. All right. Number 35, he packed the House, Battle Creek, Michigan. Justin Amash, it's his district. The phony libertarian. Trump goes after enemies during Michigan rally. 2 hours last night, the guy went on and on. They love him. We talked about it earlier. They love the split screen. 36, CNN, right on time. Trump's in Battle Creek, Michigan, where he's going to win re-election. And the one guy, I think the one guy that voted no, not the guy in New Jersey, the Democrat, the one guy that voted no, I think he's out in Minnesota in a district that Trump won like 31 points. They are nervous in Minnesota. Trump lost Minnesota, what, 50,000 votes? They are nervous as hell in Minnesota. The Democrats are, because they're going to lose Minnesota. All right, Minnesota. Let's go to 37. There's Cracker Face on the left. New York, California, Massachusetts. Pieces of garbage. Number 38, McConnell sees no need for witnesses, but the Democrats want 4 witnesses like Mulvaney and that. Number 39, Dems won't commit to sending impeachment to the Senate. Now, when they send the impeachment articles to the Senate, they have to have Senate managers. They send actually members of the House of Representatives to the Senate to be Senate managers. And Nancy's saying, without knowing how the trial is going to go. Hey, look, you're in the minority over there. The House of Representatives, Doug Collins and the rest of them, did not know how any damn thing was going to go until like 24 hours. You dumped documents 24 hours. You gave the witness list to the White House 24 hours, what you called witnesses. And you gave no chance to cross-examine or call witnesses yourself. But now you're going to hold everything up until Mitch McConnell tells you, Nancy, you may be in there with Dingle looking straight up. Oh, sorry, bada bing, bada boom, there's a choice. You may, just saying, Nancy. Who the hell told you you're going to make the decision on the Senate? I may not send the articles over. I might just hold them here. Let's get to this one here. Trump on the attack, number 42. All right. Here's the glare, number 44. Now, Nancy sent out the talking points, okay, number 44. Pelosi glares at Dems cheering after vote. She has always maintained impeachment is a solemn exercise. Look at the face. Oh, my God. I mean, all the media has been told. Nancy told everybody, damn it, no cheering, no cheering. 45, Trump goes after enemies. Slams Dems, including Pelosi, Bill, and Hillary Clinton. Number 46, Trump goes after enemies. They're enemies. What about corrupt, crooked criminals? The enemies list. Wouldn't the list be Yovanovitch, the former ambassador to Ukraine? Wouldn't that be the list we really need to see, CNN? Trump goes after the enemies during Michigan rally. Debbie Dingell mocked her late husband. All right. So, let's go with right here, number 11. This is how you channel your anger. You see that? Now, that's a picture I took. Remember let's see, what year? Let me do this while we're talking. What year? Million T-P-A-R-T. Let's see what I get here really quick. Let's see. The Taxpayers March on Washington, also known as the 9/12 Tea Party, was a Tea Party protest march from Freedom Plaza to the United States Capitol, held on September 12th, 2009 in Washington, D.C. Okay. Is that the one? Is that it? Let's see, 1963, there is the Civil Rights March. The Tea Party. Now, that's the picture I took. This is what I took here. And let me go back, because this is what I want to talk about. I really want you to get angry this morning, okay? And I want to close with this, and I hope I didn't squander my time. Let's go to number 26. We need to revitalize. I want to remember that one. I want to go 26 to that one. We need to revitalize, re-energize, okay, ourselves in the political process. We need to 2010 it. We need to not going to take it anymore. Now, this is Nancy Pelosi, and let me tell you something, okay? It's time, and I told you Donald Trump may save the republic, but if you want to channel your anger, if you're angry this morning because the House of Representatives, straight down Democrat Party lines, okay, voted to nullify your vote in the 2016 election, and say you should not have voted for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania because he won it. You're angry. Now let me put this evil woman up, and let me say this, okay, because I've said it many times. Channel your anger in the right way. You remember we handed her the gavel. George W. Bush administration handed this woman the gavel, right? And then Barack Hussein Obama wins the presidency of the United States, and this woman's Speaker of the House. We handed, all right? Handed her the gavel. And what did she do, America? She gave you the largest intrusive bill ever. You think other bills? No, ever in the history of the United States, of your personal background, every single thing, and called it Obamacare. She handed, if you hear national health care, she handed that to you. That woman, think of the havoc. Think of what that damn woman has done in my lifetime and in yours. This is evil, as high as it goes. And you revolted. Go back to number 11. This is what happened. This is what happened. And do me a favor, Sam, while I'm talking, Google Paul Ryan hands Nancy Pelosi the gavel. Paul Ryan hands Nancy Pelosi the gavel. You should find a picture of him handing her the gavel and just get it ready and put it up when you're done, if you can find one. But Nancy Pelosi handed, that's what we did. That was the result. 2010. Record. We set a record. How to channel our anger of this. It's okay you're angry today. What are you going to do about it? Post something on Facebook? What are you going to do about it? Say, I really wrote a very witty comment on Facebook? I got it. But this is what we did. We channeled our anger this way. And what did we do in 2010? The largest flip ever of representatives in the House of Representatives across this country. It was unheard of. This is how you channeled your anger. If we do the same thing, oh my God, Sam, I told you to, but I wasn't ready. I mean, this is my own damn fault. Look at that piece of deep state garbage handling it back. Damn it. What did we do in 2010? We channeled our anger. We took the House of Representatives, but we didn't handle it. It needs to be done right this time. It went to Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan handled that damn gavel. The Republicans screwed up. They never wanted Trump to succeed. Not all Republicans, but you got to remember, channel your anger by telling yourself the truth. Deal with the truth first, inside, then you can take it out the door. And the truth is, these people, when Trump came in office, were never interested in his success. Never. And look at that. We handed it back over to Nancy Pelosi, and in my lifetime and yours, I don't know how old you are, we watched this wicked witch of the west of California, okay, give us Obamacare as Speaker of the House, and now impeach our president. What? WTF? What the hell, folks? Now, get back out. Number 11. Get back out. Remember the collapse, the economic collapse in 2009? Let me tell you something. Don't go and freak out on people, but everybody in 2010 in this country was affected by the economic collapse. No, I didn't lose my job. I didn't lose my house. No, but your cousin or your uncle or your brother or your sister's son or your sister's daughter, somebody. Everybody in the United States of America was affected by the collapse in 2010. This was the result when we got Obamacare. So let me tell you something. You need to go out and talk to people. You need to talk to everybody. Every Trump supporter needs to find 4 or 5 people, and it's not hard. 4 or 5 people, all right? And talk to them about 2010 nicely. Say, look at what this guy's done with our economy. You have your job back. You remember when your grandfather was greeting at Olive Garden because his 401k went in the tank? You remember when Grandma and Grandpa both had to go get a job? One was cashier somewhere at a grocery store and one was bagging groceries because their 401k tanked? Their record year in stocks, 401ks. You remember when your son lost his job and he had to go home and tell his wife, or vice versa in the world we live in? You remember all that? It's time to talk to people. It's time to get involved. Find out who your local, go be a candidate. It's time for you to come out and say, who are we going to get to serve? You. Be a candidate. Get out there. And then the candidates you have, as Doug Collins says, elections have consequences. And guess what? Look at what happened. Nancy Pelosi got the gavel. And they do. We're going to have to unify behind the Republicans. I know what you're saying. Well, in my district, it's a rhino here. We're going to have to unify behind the Republicans. You're going to have to volunteer. Damn it, you're going to have to give money. I'm serious. Give money to your candidates. Volunteer. Tell them you will walk door to door and say hello to people. Tell them that you'll make phone calls. Get your ass up off the couch. Get the hell off Facebook for just a second and channel your anger. Be a candidate, work for a candidate, volunteer for a candidate, give your money to the candidate, and right there on the screen, channel your anger. We have to take back the House of Representatives. Donald Trump has to be the next president of the United States. And guess what? When he does, he's going to unleash number 3, second term. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Rudy the crime fighter, all right? And number 2, Rudy's got the goods. He's got the goods, all right? And I'm telling you right now, William Barr's got the goods and John Durham. But what do you and I do to channel this anger? Number 11. That's what we have to do again. We have to see this coast to coast, capital to capital, courthouse to courthouse, right to Capitol Hill. We have to do this. That's how you channel your anger. Be a candidate, work for a candidate, volunteer for a candidate, give money to a candidate, and coalesce. I learned that word this past year, behind the Republican Party. It's the only way I know to put it. I know you're not totally happy with that, but I am, and I'm preaching it. Let's get our anger in the right direction. We're going to talk about that. Tomorrow we're going to be at Circuit World, but I'm going to take a break. Please, I'm asking you nicely. This is the nicest way. Don't go anywhere. I want to share with you what I got for Christmas yesterday. I got something for Christmas yesterday. I want to share it with all of you out there because you viewers are family, so please don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
I'm Jeff Riblett, president of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
For any meeting other than regular scheduled meeting of the agency for which notice has been provided pursuant this chapter, Written or oral notice should be given at least 24 hours in advance. All right, so I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You know, I understand. Let me just say this, okay? I have a reason, and I don't want to go into that. I don't even have a Christmas tree put up this year. I don't have a Christmas tree put up. I've not put up one stocking. I've not put up one Christmas tree. I've not put up one light. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it has zero to do with how I feel about Christmas. But I haven't went and purchased one Christmas gift. Not one. I haven't sent one to anybody. Just haven't. Haven't been in one store. Haven't shopped with anybody. Haven't gotten frustrated in an aisle with anybody. Nobody. But I received something for Christmas. Sam, I think somebody's at the front door. I received something for Christmas yesterday. And before I put it up, I got a Christmas gift. I don't know where you're at in life. You know, I understand kids get all excited. They still want to skateboard and they still want video games and, you know, and then you get teenagers. I don't know. We used to love clothes and stuff like that. So I do understand that it is a joyful time for tangible gifts, presents. And it's a great time to give presents. You know, it's better to give than receive. I know some people that will argue with that. All right. And I always say every year, I'm good. Now, I mean, I'm serious. I enjoy when I open the box and I get some socks. I enjoy when I open the box and get new underoos or whatever they are. Batman or Rudy Giuliani underoos. The crime fighter. I enjoy that. I enjoy a good Christmas sweater or two. I got it, okay? I like a present like anybody else. But if anybody asks, people say, what do you want for Christmas? I'm good. That's just the way I am. I'm good, you know? Well, I won't get you anything. Okay. If you do, I will appreciate it, but I'm good. Because I've passed over the whole time of, you know, I'm very clear on Jesus is the reason for the season. I'm very clear on where I am, and I'm good with that. I'm good with enjoying Christmas Day. That's it. Now, I won't pass up food, but anything else, I'm good. So yesterday, I get a Christmas present. And before I show you my Christmas present, earlier this year, I got a phone call. I got a text message from Jerry. You talked to Jerry. Mom's in the hospital and it's not good. It's the middle of the night. Mom's in the hospital. It's not good. About 11 o'clock. I said, oh no. So about 5 minutes, no exaggeration, from the time that I got the text message, Mom's in the hospital and it's not good, the phone rang and it was Lee. Back to back. Look, down here at the hospital, Jerry's down here with me, Maud's on her way, and Mom, and it's not good. So they had done a CAT scan already or done some x-rays, and they had already come back and said she had this enormous tumor on her neck. And I mean, within the morning, by the morning, they were telling us they had the doctor emergency room oncologist. There's an oncologist all the time in these big hospitals, and an oncologist came in and said, you have lymphoma, cancer. Okay, so we started looking at all the ways it could be treated. Then she did a PET scan. All right, not to go into what that is. I had to learn what that is. I really don't know that, PET scan. I called Dr. Whaley. And it come back and said she had double hit lymphoma, cancer. And it was in the bone. So we have gone through, I guess, 5 months. It's back in the summer. I mean, it was summer. And we're heading into Christmas. We've gone through 5 months. I tell people, you know what I don't know anything about? And people say, what? There's one thing I don't know anything about. People say, what? I'll say a bad hair day. And I make a joke, and I'm very blessed. I acknowledge that, that I have an absolutely beautiful head of hair. But I got it from my mother. She's always had the most beautiful gray hair, okay? So this last year, I watched the first chemo treatment take it out. And we went to the doctor, and the doctor said, how you doing? And she had a wig on, and he said, well, you look good. And she said, this is a wig. She said to him, she said, you hit me with your best shot because it's all gone. First one out. We went through all of that this year, okay? Now, if you've ever been to a chemo center where the cancer center where they have the chemo center, it's just a long row of chairs, and you got a curtain between each unit, and they give you a TV because you're there for 4 hours or whatever. They give you a TV to watch. It's comfortable, an extra chair for a guest to visit and stay with you. And it's all the way down through there that people, and when you go to the chemo treatment center, stay with me here, I'm almost done, you see cancer does not discriminate. It doesn't. And you go in there, and all the way down through there with my mom, I've been there, black, white, red, yellow, young, old, men, women. Cancer does not discriminate. It doesn't decide who you are and how much money you have when it hits. So my mom has not been healthy enough. She's going to get mad if I tell her age, but I'm going to do it anyway. She's 76, and she's not been healthy enough to take the treatments. And every once in a while, we got to wait another week or two until her blood count gets up and she gets healthy enough for the next treatment. So yesterday afternoon, and I want to do this, I wanted to bring it up to 9:58, so I'm not a crier, but I did yesterday afternoon, I won't lie. I'm not going to this morning. My sister texted me this picture. And at the chemo center, it's full of people. And when you take your last treatment and your last treatment's done, you ring the final treatment bell. So everyone in the place knows, and they applaud for you when you leave, that you just took your last treatment. You have to be healthy enough. That's my mother. With her hat and coat, she always dresses no matter what. And her big bag has got everything in it. Trust me, she could always go on that let's make a deal and have everything in that bag. But that's my mom ringing the last treatment bell at the chemo center yesterday. Lee, my sister, sent it to me. And that's what I got for Christmas. That's all I needed. I'm good, like I told you. We'll see you tomorrow at Circuit World, 8 a.m. I'm out.